Hey, what's up? I'm Trent Windsor, and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. Today I'd like to do a full album review of 2 Chainz' brand new album, Rap or Go to the League. 2 Chainz has really cemented himself in my mind as one of the most nonchalantly outrageous rappers out there. He has a history of drug dealing, playing basketball, and music. In this album, he seems to explain just why he chose music. Did he make a good choice? Let's find out as we review this album song by song. This album opens up with a song called Forgiven, which features Marsha Ambrosius. This song is almost a prayer, an invocation to start the album. It's backed by a chanting choir and definitely has some religious overtones to it. In the song, he kind of details some of the rough things that have happened to him in the past, as well as to people that he knows. It's honestly more of a story than anything. It doesn't do much to show off his flow, but it definitely does kind of introduce us to his character and who we're dealing with here. It's a decent enough beat, a decent enough rap. I would say it's 45% skippable. We go from this song right into the song Threat to Society. Threat to Society is set over a soul beat with some old school Motown-esque samples. This kind of continues the story, and at this point the story is getting old. He does say that he did some things that he isn't proud of, like sell his mom drugs. Dang, 2 Chainz, that's cold. If your mom wants drugs, they should be free. Never ever make your mom pay for drugs. Drugs are bad. Bad drugs. Honestly, it's kind of a forgettable track, 60% skippable. The next track seems to be what Threat to Society was trying to do. This track called Money in the Way is also set over a very soulful beat with some Motown-esque samples. This one feels more like a celebration. It's far more energetic, it's far more exciting. Throughout this review, I'll be highlighting some of the most outrageous things that 2 Chainz says and somehow gets away with. These lines really make the album for me, and hopefully they add a little spice for you as well. The line that I really appreciated from this song, he says, "They say life a bee, we going on a date." 2 Chainz, he's just owning it. He's living life. He's doing great. It comes with a flashy music video, and it definitely reminds me of his verse on Chance the Rapper's song No Problem, just in the positive energy that it brings. This song is 35% skippable and is the first highlight on the album for me. The next track, Statute of Limitations, is a complete 180. The beat hits you with this really heavy, gritty 808 bass, and then it just kind of like tickles you with the little piano part. But it's still super hard and very gritty and raw, just beat-wise. 2 Chainz just comes in here with the relentless flow, shows off his attitude, his swagger. Even with this mean and stern persona, he still delivers some wild lines. For example, he says that if he takes a selfie, then it's a wealthy. It's super gritty. The hook really catches you. Ex-drug dealer, ex-athlete. Another song that's 35% skippable. The next song on the album is called Hightop Versace, and it features Young Thug. For those of you who know Young Thug, he's probably the only rapper that's more outrageous than 2 Chainz but still gets away with it. And these two artists really just play off of each other and really push each other to new heights with their lyricism and with their flows and with their energy. This song is full of ridiculous puns, double entendres. Freaking Young Thug comes in here with just like the craziest ad-libs ever. He sounds like Miss Fowl from Jimmy Neutron, just like, "Brah! Jimmy!" And man, okay, Young Thug in his verse drops this line that killed me. I was on the floor. He says, "I've been balling on you daily like I'm Caillou." The beat is a classic trap beat, but it's an impressive performance, and it's one that's really grown on me as I've listened to it again and again. This one is 25% skippable. Unfortunately, at this point, the album kind of goes into a lull. We've been building an energy, we've been seeing 2 Chainz' diversity of beats and moods, but with the next song, Whip, which features Travis Scott, the energy just takes a real nosedive. The beat is honestly just boring. Travis Scott's delivery is boring. 2 Chainz does pretty well, but the rest is just forgettable. 70% skippable. The song after that one is kind of in the same boat. NCAA is the name of this track, And while it does have like a fat beat, 2 Chainz bars are pretty lame. The lyrics as well are unnecessarily graphic and just pretty cringeworthy, 75% skippable. The next track on this album is called Mama I Hit a Lick, and it features Kendrick Lamar. The beat on this track is kind of goofy, a little bit quirky. It's produced by Pharrell, so you know he can kind of be off the wall with his beats. But these two artists treat it deadly serious.
Deadly serious.
The chorus features both Kendrick and 2 Chainz playing off of each other, and their volume is just above a whisper, and it really creates this intensity and really grabs your attention. It's an interesting juxtaposition of 2 Chainz' really deep and full voice with Kendrick's really high-pitched and raspy voice, but they complement each other really well. And these guys just go hard, their bars are hard. The way they work together just sends chills down my spine. It's incredible. This one is 30% skippable. The next song on this album is called Rule the World, and it features Ariana Grande. As you can expect from any Ariana Grande song, the song is smooth, glittery, glitzy, very glamorous, and 2 Chainz just fits right in with a relaxed but solid flow. It's a song that's dedicated to 2 Chainz' wife. Very cute. Aw, 2 Chainz. A cute little 2 Chainz, they love your wife. All joking aside, it's a really sweet song, very personal song, with beautiful production. This one's 35% skippable. Next up on this album, we have a song called Girl's Best Friend featuring Ty Dolla $ign. This song would fit right in on Ty Dolla $ign's last album, Beach House 3. It's a very bouncy, synth-heavy beat, definitely one that moves right along, keeps you interested, keeps your head bopping a little bit. It's pretty average delivery from 2 Chainz, but it's definitely a song that I enjoyed, definitely a song that I thought was fun. I would say it's 40% skippable. This next song on the album competes with Hightop Versace for the most outrageous song. It's called $2 Bill, and it features Lil Wayne and E40. These 3 guys are just having fun on this track. 2 Chainz throws out some lines that are actually so outrageous that he gets close to the line where it's almost cheesy. He says, I spit cold-ish, need Mucinex. He says, I'm rare, like Mr. Clean with hair. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, it's a rhyme. And the thing is, you've got equally crazy lines from Lil Wayne and E40 talking about the things they're just as rare as. The only thing about this song, with 2 features, it gets kind of long. And like I said, it's on the edge of ridiculous. So I would say it's 40% skippable. Getting close to the end of this album, the next song we have is called I Said Me. For some reason in this song, there's this really long, pitched up sample of a cover of Favorite Things from The Sound of Music. It doesn't really add much to the song. It serves as an intro and kind of an outro, and you really only hear the sample once briefly in the middle of the song. So, cutting off that first part and the back end, this song is really solid. The hook that 2 Chainz repeats, he says, when my daughter asked me what a drug dealer was, I said me, which probably left his daughter very confused about what an actual drug dealer is. But that aside, that's a really hard bar. He says, when the lawyer asked me what an effing killer was, I said me. He owns up to who he is and what his past is. What's interesting is that the beat is really sparkly, very light and tinkling a little bit. Tinkling. But 2 Chainz just rides right on top of it. He definitely owns the beat doesn't own him. And he does that really well throughout this album. This one is definitely my favorite hook on the album, and, you know, the intro and outro aside, it's a real highlight for me. This song is 30% skippable. The second to last track is called I'm Not Crazy, Life Is, and it features Chance the Rapper and Kodak Black. Unfortunately, this is just a boring, slow burn. 2 Chainz' verse is forgettable, Kodak's verse is regrettable. Chance lays down a really poetic, beautiful verse, and if it was on a Chance the Rapper song, I think I would really enjoy it. But just because it's on this 2 Chainz song with this super lame hook.
Said I'm crazy now. Said I was crazy then. They say, look at that crazy man.
The only people that say, look at that crazy man, are like children and actual crazy people. Nobody else is like, hey, look at that crazy man. Because of that, this song is 75% skippable. Unfortunately, the next song, which is the last on the album, doesn't do much to redeem that track. The last song, which is simply called Sam, is another boring, slow burn. Basically, he's just complaining about how he has to pay taxes. You're rapping about taxes, dog. That's like a joke, you know? What's something boring? Taxes. And you were like, let's rap about that. Oh, dude, taxes. They freaking suck, dude. That would make a great song. Yeah, 90% skippable. On this album, 2 Chainz came in with a wide variety of features and producers. He really proves that he can rap over any beat and fit in with any rapper. One thing I really loved about this album is that he really caters to his features and really engages with them. The best part is that he maintains control over the song this whole time. Some people really get overtaken by their features, but 2 Chainz definitely has a way of taking control of the track and showing everyone that he's boss. The thing is, on this album, 2 Chainz really shows the levels of nuance that he has in delivery. He's very versatile, both lyrically and sonically, and he really proves it on this album. In my opinion, this is the best 2 Chainz album yet. Mathematically, going through all of the songs, this album as a whole is 45% skippable. Thanks so much for tuning in to my full album review of 2 Chainz Rap or Go to the League. Leave a comment below and let me know what album you want me to review next. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn on the notifications. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle. Stay away. Kids, stay away from drugs.